Hello, this is Coach Rob Townsend. I'm the varsity coach, Clintondale baseball team, and here we have Alex Damer. He's going to take us through some of our keys that we look for in batting, and then some of the drills that we use with our younger guys in working on their batting stance. So first, you're going to see that his feet are about shoulder width apart, and his knees are flexed a little bit. There's a little bend in there. What that does is that puts the weight on the balls over the toes of your feet, rather than keeping them stiff and have the weight on the heels. You can see that his hands are in a comfortable position. One of the things that we want to point out is his knuckles. The knuckles should be sort of aligned here. So these knuckles on his top hand should be between the two sets of knuckles on the bottom hand. A lot of younger players, they like to grip the bat really tight, and that makes it too difficult to swing. So he's got it nice and loose in his fingers. He's got the knuckles aligned, and he's keeping his hands in a comfortable position near his shoulders. Now when he swings, what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to load and stride to the ball, and as we come through, we want to hit the ball out in front of the plate. So we want contact to be somewhere out in this area where his arm is straight and can provide the force for that ball. And so we're going to do some of the drills today to work on that. Okay, so we're going to take you through a progression of some of the drills that we do, and we try to do these when we're in the cages at the beginning of practice every day before they start swinging live. So this one, I'm going to stand behind Alex, and I'm just going to toss the ball out in front, and he's going to swing and hit it, or try to hit it. The key here is for him to hit the ball out in front of the plate. This teaches him to get the bat extended, and the wind's playing a little havoc with us out here. There we go. And just getting the bat out in front of the plate as he's hitting it. And all we're using are wiffle balls here. Okay, so now the next one we do, and again, this is soft toss, so you can see I'm only a few feet away, is we have the batter place his bat behind his back. And this is going to focus all of his resources into swinging with his legs. So the toughest part of this drill actually is for me to throw him a pitch that he can hit, because his mobility is limited. But he's really trying to drive his hips forward. He's going to try to really pivot on that back foot and drive it forward like that. We're going to look here at Alex's feet, and as we do the drill, we want to see his feet and hips drive forward. So he's going to pivot on the pitch. Go ahead and pivot. And you see his back foot, his hips come forward, his back foot pivots on the toe, and he comes off on the toe. That's how he's going to get ultimate power and get his legs into the swing. Go ahead and do it one more time. So we start, like we said, with the drill behind the back, and then we're emphasizing this part of the drill, but it should be added or continued in the other drills when we're doing top hand and bottom hand. Now, some of the players may complain it does hurt. It's a little uncomfortable. You can stop. Hopefully you get the idea. It's a little uncomfortable with it against the back. So you only have to do it a couple of times, then you get the idea. And now we step back further, and we go to our next step, which is our top hand. So Alex is going to choke up on the bat to about the top of the stance, top of the handle. He's going to get in his stance, get your two hands on the bat first. And now he's going to take his bottom hand off. And as he swings, he's going to focus on keeping his palm up. So go ahead, demonstrate, swinging through, palm up, and then finishing above his shoulder, like that, as he does this. So now I'm just kind of tossing the ball to him, and he's working on his finish. He's focusing on just one part of his swing. That was a bad pitch, sorry. Good, okay. And now the next progression of this drill is going to be bottom hand. Again, he's going to choke up. It's going to seem a little unnatural because he's going with his bottom hand to the top of the bat. He's going to get in his stance, and then once he's comfortable, he's going to take his top hand off. And now he's going to focus on keeping his hand palmed. First, he's going to focus on bringing the elbow through, and then the butt of the bat through, keeping the hand down, bat going through the zone a long time. And then the key here is how he finishes. Notice that he finishes with the bat kind of relaxed rather than pulling his bat out. Show him what it would look like if you finished with your bat swinging wide. And now his shoulders are turning and head starts to turn, and we don't want that kind of finish. Okay, so he's going to work here on the, this is now the bottom hand drill. This is key for someone who has struggled with their bat speed, really focusing on getting that front elbow through. It's also going to add power to their swing. Sorry. If the bat, one-handed bat, is too heavy, They can use a smaller bat. With my son, who's only 9, I use a little T-ball bat to do this drill. There you go. So that one right there was perfect because it was inside and he had to get his hands through nice and quick. These are great to do to identify certain areas of weakness in a swing because it really breaks it down. And you see Alex did a nice job here in different parts of his swing, but as you get especially younger players, they might be able to do certain, make contact, but they're not using power. Well, you can identify, is it the top hand, is it the bottom hand, is it their hips, and this is a way to do that. And with my younger son, I'm able to see, okay, well, he's doing well with his bottom hand, but his top hand, let me see the bat, please. The bat head starts to dip like this, which leads to a lot of pop-ups and foul balls. And so I'm able to tell him to focus on keeping that bat head up as it's coming through the zone rather than letting it dip. So it really isolates some of the issues. And like I said, this is a drill, these drills, 3 or 4 or 5 pitches each every single day, and then if there's an area of focus, you can spend a little more time on it, and it really will improve the mechanics of their baseball swing. Okay, so this drill we call the wall drill, and it's a great drill if you have an entire team and not enough pitchers and not enough people to throw and not enough bats for the players to use. And Alex is going to put his hands up on the fence, and all we're doing here is isolating his lower half. So as a coach, you're going to say load, and he's going to shift his weight back. And we're going to say stride, and he's going to stride his front foot and then pivot. And he really is going to pivot, and you can see his hips come forward, his back toe is pointed forward, and he's up off of it. And the player should feel some stress coming right through here because that's where the power in the swing is going to come from after they do this. So we'll show it a little bit faster. Load, stride, pivot. Now the next one, if he wants to grab his bat here, we call the fence drill. This is especially important for somebody who likes to extend their arms too early and really struggles with the inside pitches because they, what we call cast, they get their hands out in front of the pitch. They get the bat out in front rather than keeping their hands through. And so he's going to put the bat against the fence and the other end of the bat against his belly. And now he's going to take a full swing and try to not hit the fence. And now as he gets better, you're going to tell him to challenge himself by moving even a little bit closer. And see if he can get his hands through in time. And he did. And as you get more advanced, you can put a tee down here right next to the fence, and the batter's got to hit the ball off the tee without hitting the fence. Now, a few of the things that I'd like to show you, if you would come here and face the camera, is a lot of people, go ahead and get in your stance, they think that this must be up. The back elbow must be up. It does not have to be up. And that's kind of like an old time tale, but plenty of good hitters bring their elbow down into a comfortable position like this, and that's perfectly fine. Some people say that having your hands up here is no good. Again, if that's something that works for that player, it's fine. But one of the things to watch for, especially with young players, is they try to hit the ball really hard, and they do what we call wrapping the bat. And they'll bring the bat this way behind their head before they bring it forward. And as they face faster pitching, it's going to move. The bat's going to move too slow to get there in time to get through the zone. So we move our hands based on our bat speed so that we can get through the zone in time. I'd like to thank you for watching the videos here on hitting the Dragon Way. On fire.